In today's video, I'll be covering some tips and tricks I've learned while playing Project Zomboid's Build 42. With the first tip starting off, before starting the game, you will see this map of the entirety of Knox County. And if you look at all the cities and towns, you will see these small symbols which indicate service stations, restaurants, emergency services, stores, and other buildings. If you go to any house and take off the curtains from a window, you can make a very quick bag to start you off before finding any backpacks. Now I'm going to make another bag with curtains I found upstairs, but this time I'm going to craft it using this special crafting menu instead of using a right-click method. While I was fiddling around with this, I actually found a little glitch where if you get the resources back from the backpack, you're supposed to get one sheet, but you actually end up duplicating again 2 sheets, which is an infinite sheet method, which is somewhat cool, I guess. I don't think it'll be very handy. Uncomfortable while sleeping sometimes? If you grab a pillow and place it down on any bed, it'll boost the comfort level of the bed. As you can see, it'll say sleeping comfort good with pillow when there is a pillow present. And it also did work with bunk beds, and I'm pretty sure it also works in cars too, making long trips more comfortable. With the new light in Build 42, makes the dark more intense, and if you're inside and cannot find a light switch, look for a small glowing dot right below the light switch and click it. It makes navigating through the dark a whole lot easier. But however, if the light switch is facing away from you, there's no dot you can look for, so just hope that doesn't happen to you during an intense situation. Now we all know that wearing too much clothes can raise your temperature and cause you to get hot over time, but now if you wear too many clothes or too much rough clothes, it can actually make your character uncomfortable. A feature that I've talked about in my new Project Zomboid series is muscle strain. If you're fighting zombies for long periods of time, you can get minor muscle strain and eventually get full muscle strain, which will decrease the ability of swinging weapons and pushing zombies. The type of weapon affects how fast you will get strain, whether it's a one-handed blunt weapon or a two-handed blunt weapon will either slow or decrease the process. Just don't use one hand for a two-handed weapon. And when you do get muscle strain, take a rest while it's safe. Corpse sickness brings along a new Moodle which tells you if something smells bad, which alerts you before developing any symptoms. You can now wear respirator masks with filters to decrease the smell, but there is a breaking point that will make the smell so strong that the mask can't even filter the smell. Echo Creek, which is where I'm also staying in my series right now, is not a terrible place to start off for new people, but it isn't reliable for long-term staying since a lot of materials and tools you'll need later on will be located in distant towns and cities. Fishing has changed significantly during the update. If you look for these water ripples, they will tell you that there are fish present and that you should fish there. This is not how you fish. Hold right click and press left click on how far you want to throw the line. A little minigame will pop up above your head and just wait for a tug and start holding left click, but avoiding the color parts as that will increase the chance of the fish getting loose. If your line is starting to go into the red or yellow, press right click to loosen the line and keep doing this until you've caught your fish. If you are out of bait, you can actually use some raw meats as bait. If you start yelling or shooting guns near the water ripples, the fish in the area will get startled and they will flee. In desperate need of a weapon, instead of going into foraging mode for rocks, you can now right click on most rocks on the ground to remove them and use them as weapons. Farm animals will get scared whenever there are zombies nearby and they will flee. Now I've seen this with male cows, but I'm pretty sure it happens with every male animal species in the game. But whenever they are too scared or you aggravate them in any way, they can injure you, and if it's really severe, it can also kill you. Transporting large animals is fairly simple. You'll need a rope to bring it in to a livestock trailer. Open the vehicle menu to access this little menu and then click Add Animal. To take it out, open the menu again, right click on the panel and click Remove. Let's just not talk about this clip of me trying to attach this trailer to the truck. If you have a farm with animals, it's actually a better idea to leave their water source outside since rain can fill it up and they can still drink out of it. If you do not have a lighter or matchsticks to smoke cigarettes, you can actually use stove tops, campfires, and barbecue grills to light them. Here, I'm sitting down with my trusty flashlight, about to watch TV. Surely nothing will go wrong. Well, that was totally unexpected. The power went out. But having a flashlight during the days that the power can suddenly go out is crucial whenever you do not have a generator, since there will be no lights on except for the sunlight and moonlight outside. Siphoning cars for gas now has another step you need to take. You need to have a hose along with a gas can or any type of container in order to siphon the cars. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and giving this video a like. Visit my channel if you want more Project Zomboid videos like this. Also drop a comment too if I made any mistakes during this video, which happens a lot. And also comment on what you want to see, because 100% of the time I'll see your comments. Anyways, thank you guys and see you next time. Peace.